Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching the video today. We have wax removal from both ears for you today. We've had a few comments asking if we can show wax removal from both ears. Not everybody comes in for both ear removal, but if we can show it for you, we will. So this is some very dry, hardened up wax on this side. We're using the standard size Zollner tube just to do a little bit of probing of this wax. Sometimes if you get a grip on it, the whole thing will come out in one piece. So I'm just checking the outer portion of the canal, removing some of the softer debris first of all. So you can see just probing this, see if we can pull down on the wax. Doesn't look like it's going to budge too easily, so we're going to use a little ear curette now. So the trick here, you can see there's quite a bit of hair at the outer part of the ear canal. It's not really restricting the view too much, so we're going to carry on. Just gently pushing over the top of the wax and then pulling with quite a consistent, firm downwards motion. Trying to get behind the wax, trying to move that wax down the canal. You can see how sticky and stubborn this wax is, because rather than it coming away in a nice big smooth chunk, it's actually just bending the wax and folding it down on itself. So it's a case of just trying to get behind it to fold enough of this wax down to get a nice big chunk to come out. There we go. You can see just how dry that wax is, becoming quite sticky in nature. Just working along the bottom of the canal now, you can see we can get much bigger chunks coming through. Wax is always this, when it's this thicker, stickier type of wax, it's always more difficult to remove because it's still quite dry, so it doesn't break apart really easily. It's so thick that it sticks together, so it's very difficult to get all of it out in larger pieces. You can see just how hard I'm to push on that wax there at the bottom of the canal just to try and maneuver this out. While you're just watching this, guys, I just want to say a quick thank you for all the likes and shares you've been doing. We've got up to 40,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely fantastic. We had a nice article written about us. We had an interview done with Rhys as well the other week, so that's online if you want a quick look at that one. I do try and read all the comments. I don't have time, unfortunately, to respond to all the comments. So what I try and do is I try and read as many as I can, and any suggestions you guys give me for videos and things, we try and incorporate that into the videos as we're going. You can see some larger pieces just starting to maneuver down the canal. So we're just starting to get a little bit more traction to this wax now. Just not trying to push too hard into it because we don't want to shear it off. We're getting quite a big piece coming out. You can see all the hairs embedded in there as well. I'm just starting to see a gap appearing at the top of the canal now, so hoping that I can get a nice bit of traction to this last big chunk. You've always got to be careful in the ear curette because it can be a little bit uncomfortable for the patient, especially if you're pushing really hard on the canal wall. Lots of people say, "Oh, just really get in there and get it out." But you can't do that without causing some discomfort for the patient. We really don't want to do that if we can. So always try and be a little bit gentle with it. If it just takes that a little bit longer, but it's more pleasant for the patient, it's always worth taking a little bit of extra time, just taking the pieces away. Can see just how much there was in this ear. It just keeps going and going, but a lot of the problem here is those little hairs that are embedded in that wax. It's really binding that together and the sticky nature of it as well. You can see just how many of those little hairs are embedded. It's a bit of difficulty getting that on the end of the curette to show you. There you go. I think we're coming to the end of it now. There we are, you can see that nice big chunk there. There we go, so nice clean ear canal. A little bit of redness and dryness to the canal, which would account for the dryness of the skin there as well. So this is the second ear now. So this gentleman's been having trouble with both ears. So we're just going to use a little bit of suction. You can see it looks quite soft at the entrance, very shiny wax, which either means it's very dry or it means that it's quite soft. So it's always difficult to tell until you actually get a little bit of suction on it. But can you see as we're pulling this, it's just forming this long kind of strings of very thick, sticky wax. So we can maneuver this out as far as we can with the suction. But you can see this, it's just breaking off at the top. So we're going to use the curette again now. Just trying to go behind the wax. Obviously not too deep behind, so we can see the end of it here, so we know we're not too deep. But just to try and maneuver this out if we can. Just trying to maneuver it into a better position to get it out to the canal. We do lose sight of it in a second because I'm just trying to maneuver it out. And there we are. That came out in one piece. So we take a look at that eardrum. There we go, looks nice and healthy. So we did have a couple of people asking, can we show the whole wax and also the tools we use? So that was the piece that came out of the second ear, the first one there. The rest of this came out of the other ear. You can see the ear curette just above it there and the standard size ulnar tube, just so you get an idea of the size of these things. And there we are then, guys. If you have any suggestions for the videos, then please put them into the comments. I do read them. And as always, guys, take care. And like, share and subscribe if you can. Thanks.